Welcome to Transistor Radio. We're going to have a chip chat about AI and semiconductors, and welcome slop sons and slop daughters.
Also, we wanted to announce a big deal with semi-analysis. So, Way's part of semi-analysis, Doug's part of semi-analysis. We made a acquisition offer to Jordan where he pays us $300,000 and we will graciously let him work here. But he rejected it. And for that reason, we are hiring China analysts, specifically in Asia. So
That's
if
actually true.
you
This is actually real. This is
are
actually real.
want to cover Chinese models, data centers, semiconductors, equipment,
Memory,
and you live
data
in
center.
Asia, you speak Chinese fluently, come through, hit us up.
So, as you know, we've been talking about AI companies here once or twice on Transistor Radio. If you haven't heard, Gemini 3 kind of slaps. But also today, another challenger has entered this this race, which is Opus 4.5. Opus 4.5 came in, mogged in some of the benchmarks, did a price cut, and now my real question is, where's OpenAI? We've been doing tier rankings for all these models for a while. It's time to re-tier the rank or re-rank the tiers. So, who sucks the most? Where's the F tier?
I mean, Meta.
Yeah, stay there, bro. Llama 4 soon.
Meta,
Llama 5
Meta
when?
was dropped. InferenceMax.ai dropped Meta Llama 70B for being irrelevant. Like,
Hey, I
Wait, this is actually
hear
very funny. So Inference Max, our open source repository where you can contribute if you want. If anyone's a slop son who codes, check it out. Who knows AI engineering? Anyways, we had 3 models supported. And you would think the goal is to add more models, right? No. We actually removed Meta's Llama 70B while we're refactoring the code. We're going to re-add it at some point, but it's just too much work.
Do you remember when he was all on Joe Rogan saying, if we don't keep doing llama, then the Chinese models that are really good are going to take over the world? Well, he stopped doing llama, and the Chinese models took over the world. Congrats, Zuck! You proved your own point.
It's the opposite order, though, right? Chinese models took over the world, and then he stopped doing llama.
This is even
Yeah.
worse. Yeah.
I think Doug's asking about closed models. I mean, look, Doug, these labs, they're like Dylan said this, they're all good at their own things, right? OpenAI, very good at post training. The pre stuff, Anthropic, good at like coding and making the model follow instructions,
no, but still, I still want to rank them. Like we're still because like, dude, 5.5, which is just like essentially RL hack to hell, is good, but it is not giving me big model smell. So in the mandate of heaven, right, which we had like in the past, it's like, oh, who's unapproachable? Dude, Gemini is mocking on people. Are they number one? This is the reason why markets are freaking the fuck out. If you look at stocks today,
Okay. All right. So Google launches Gemini 3 Pro for the billions of people using ai.studio.google/4 platform/API like, come on. Like, I get it, but like, it's a research preview, like, and in the meantime, like Gemini in Google Docs is like a joke. Like, like Gemini in any usable surface is a joke. So I think, look, they're all gonna trade
Wait,
off.
right? The Gemini app is great. I've been
The
using
Gemini
Gemini
app is no, Gemini app is great, but have you tried talking to Gemini in like Excel sheets? It's like talking to Copilot, like
But wait, you don't think they'll
M365
get
Copilot
there
like
with
6
this?
months ago.
so this is the
I,
problem is you have to bet on, and I'm gonna actually, I know I'm supposed to be the bear, like throw water on OpenAI. Dude, you have to bet on Google's ability to make a good product, which cough cough, they suck really a lot at. They're really bad at it, bro. Killed by Google.com. They love to kill the best products and then they product manage their way to success for the worst ones.
dude, the stuff is they're gonna all they're all gonna like trade places. Obviously OpenAI hasn't pre-trained a model in a very, very, very long time, and you're gonna see consequences, right? So this is the first consequence. You're seeing them lose the leadership at the high
I,
end.
I have a question. How long do you think it will
Wait, hold
take
on.
for
Wait, why are you? I was gonna say, wait, you've been not spicy at all. You're like so like, oh, I don't know. Everyone's good at their own thing. Everyone's a special little snowflake. I'm Wei Zhe. I like
Dude,
Yeah,
Dylan,
dude,
I
you
like
don't have to fight.
sugarcoating things. I'm such a woke sugarcoater.
Since
I feel
joining
like-
semi-analysis and creating models, I realize I can't just shit on people nonstop. Otherwise, no one's gonna buy our stuff. I have to tread this fine line.
You only sell things by shitting on the people, and so they want to buy your friendship.
Wait, I
This
disagree
is-
entirely.
This is
Wait.
the sale. This is the entire
Wait,
sales.
teach me,
sales
teach me,
motion.
Dylan Sama.
No, you know who our biggest customers are? The ones we shit on the most.
Exactly.
I was gonna say, if I've learned anything in since I've joined semi-analysis, is that negging works. Negging
But
is
Alright, alright,
actually
okay.
Doug literally DM'd me today. He's like, dude, Dylan, you can't just nonstop fuck the customer. And I'm like, watch me.
But to be
All
clear,
right,
this
all right, all
this
right, all right.
customer in particular, bro, come the fuck on, man. Just
No,
please,
we will talk about
Okay.
that.
just from 11.
The past few quarters, it's been OpenAI on its own, and we're not. I don't think they deserve that anymore.
I have a question. The real question is how real is the rough vibes memo? Because that to me tells me everything I need to know. If Sam Altman is like, wow, I didn't see this one coming, I'm like, holy fuck, dude, OpenAI's B tier. Because this one's like, this one is a knife that has been coming very publicly in the open for like months, and everyone knew, hey, when pre-trade, right? Like this is like, I think at NeurIPS last year, I got this question. Hey, so why hasn't OpenAI done another pre-trading run? And I still was like, bro, I have no idea. It is going to be NeurIPS next week, and my question is, why hasn't OpenAI done another pre-trading run? So if they just were like completely blind to it and were like YOLOing all the gigawatts in the world, I feel like your strategy or your paranoia about competitors is like -5, and that's like a total own goal. So for the first time ever, I guess, I don't know, S tier is probably Gemini, probably Google DeepMind, and then I guess
Put Anthropic above Google, in my opinion.
Wow.
But maybe.
I
don't know.
think
What do you
both
think?
of them.
Well,
Both
it's
of them get
because
to sit at S tier.
and then we move OpenAI down to A, or even A with a negative outlook. Agreed.
Yeah.
Look, and I'm fucking using the shit. Like, I wish the RL stuff works. Deep research is better. Like, it's not. But at the same time, dude, you do Opus 5 comes out, Gemini 3.5 comes out, and also my question is, how long does it take for ChatGPT to have a real competitive response? Like, these training runs take months, dude. So, like, I know they're on it now, and I'm sure they're really focused again. But at the same time, like, what if their soonest possible competitive response is like 6 months from now? NGMI, not NGMI. They'll probably make it.
It's not
but
NGMI.
It's
I
over.
think all right. I think first off, people are like very much overreacting to like some tiny moves in the market, and they're like now they have to like figure out a narrative. I think that's number one. I also think too, like nothing has changed much from like a distribution and compute like power play or like Game of Thrones perspective. It's just like some companies have more competing demands for compute than others. Like, dude, OpenAI has to serve like fucking close to a
Yeah.
billion people. That is a lot of like demands on your compute. That's a lot of consumer surplus to delivering, right? Gemini does not have to do that, right? Because Google doesn't give a shit, really. Like, so they can save a lot of that compute for training. And same thing in Anthropic.
On the margin, I think this is amazing for OpenAI because
Agreed.
now all the people who pay for OpenAI no longer use their model, but still continue to pay for OpenAI. The gross margins are going up, boys.
Yeah, based. Dude, Dylan, we have an even better take than that. You know how like
Based
everyone's
finance
like,
would take. Sorry?
that's a really base finance point. No, we have an even better take than that. You know how like everyone's like, oh, OpenAI is going to go bankrupt because they committed to 1.4 trillion compute. Our new base gigabase take is, well, what if all that shit is late so they don't go bankrupt and it takes what if it's late by like
They go they're going bankrupt in 2035, man. That's so long from now. They can figure it out.
Before it was like, oh, they're gonna need to pay like hundreds of billions of dollars by the end of next year, and then we updated data center models like, like none of this is gonna come online in time.
I mean, I think that's the problem. Is it's like no respect for the announcement effect, if that makes sense. Like Sam was like, fuck
Doug.
expectations.
Pause. Is Conrad's shirt, does it say CR?
Yeah, it says, dude, no, it says CB, bro. It doesn't say core
Oh.
research. Oh, dude.
Tell him-
That's,
tell him-
okay, no,
White
we're
out the bottom right.
dude, this is so fucking spazzed out ADHD
good.
podcast. Anyways, yeah, back to the Mandate of Heaven. What's up? And so, welcome to the forest.
Wait, so F.
No.
We had F, right? Like Jordan, Jordan and John are supposed to be the voices of reason. Then we got 3 fucking ADHD
You want me to pull it up
people.
from last time? You guys got so mad at me for trying to make us do Mandate of Heaven last time. I didn't even prep. All right. So we gotta put Grok somewhere. Alibaba, we gotta put somewhere. DeepSeek.
Dude, what's the Kimmy's pretty good, dude. I'm kind of Kimmy.
Grok is like G tier. No, come on, guys.
No, 4.1 is decent.
4.1 is decent, bro.
Really?
It's like hack to fuck. It's like on top of, dude. It's on ELO Arena, which is not the correct metric. I know there's a lot of them. Like it still does really well in a lot of benchmarks. You could argue it's better or at the same tier of ChatGPT.
I wouldn't go that far, but I think it's like equivalent to the Chinese models.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm being.
Yeah,
I think
it's
it
like
beats them
bench-
slightly
benchmark
in
max.
most benchmarks, but
Yeah.
All right. So Grok down to C, hanging out, swimming with Ollie and Minimax and
So
friends.
we got a bunch of new players,
We gotta
right?
we gotta do
like
a Chinese upgrade.
GLM.
We do
We got
one Chinese upgrade.
GLM. We got Minimax. We got Kimmy. People really like Kimmy.
I was gonna say people really
People
like
Kimmy.
Kimmy is the best writer I've come across in English. Like I now I'm doing.
I mean
songs.
that's probably because you suck at writing.
Sure, Dylan. I'm having it make lyrics for songs because Spotify is copyright shutting down all the China Talk episodes that have songs after them, so we only have AI slop songs to close out shows. And I give ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini all the same prompts, and Kimmy is the most sort of like lyrical. I'm very impressed by it. I mean, they must have just like stolen more stuff, or maybe they just better vibes. I don't know. We got to get them on the pod. Kimmy, if you're listening,
Yeah, if you're listening,
we can be buds.
So actually, I feel like it's time for a China upgrade. Does Moonshot make it to B then?
I don't know. These Chinese labs are all like super volatile. They're all going to raise money soon, though. I think I'm most excited for that. I think the first labs that will go public will be the Chinese ones, and then we can all like look at their financials and stuff.
That's actually a good point.
Before OpenAI?
Yeah, dude. I feel like it's easier to be. It's way easier to be unprofitable and raise in China, dude. People like get long tickers because there's enough 8s in them, man. I bet you 8888 is a really good stock.
What's up with Ollie and Tencent? The capex numbers dropping. Did they just run out of chips to buy?
They did a lot of stock. They did a lot of stockpiling of H20 at the end of last year, and then
this is the reason why we're hiring for China, bro. Because I don't know the answer.
Yeah, we're hiring from China.
So I don't know the answer.
Non-vibes.
Dude, Jordan, I feel like I've been really mean
based.
to you. Don't take anything I said personally. Sorry. I feel like I've been
It's
mean to you this
fine.
episode.
There's nothing. There's no way you can be more mean than the energy I got from my daughter as I was trying to squirt Tylenol in her mouth when she had a little fever yesterday. She was just screaming "bye-bye" to me as if "bye-bye" could make me. That's like
go away.
Her, like that. Her make the Tylenol go away.
That's like
Dude,
Dylan
that's
last
wild
night
that
at
you want
3.
your kids to be like me, Doug, and Wei until you give them Tylenol.
Positively correlated with all forms of autism.
Dylan, what's your Age of Empires civilization?
I played Mongols this time. Last time I played Franks, but this time I played Mongols. Guys, Noam Brown is fucking insane. He's so good at Age of Empires. It's actually disgusting. It annoys all of us. We're all like, what the fuck? Noam is so good.
Is this why OpenAI is struggling? Because Noam's post-economic. He now just wants to play games all day.
No.
He's watching VODs. He's watching Guppy play Warcraft 3.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Is he?
Too deep a cut. Sorry, guys.
Is he?
Grubby's pretty good.
Grubby's pretty good. Yeah.
Wait. Are we gonna finish the tier list? Do you have this tier list?
Yes.
Come on, man. Okay.
All right. I asked ChatGPT for what our tier list was last time. Okay. XAI was bottom tier. Meta was D. DeepSeek was above Meta. And then we had Gemini.
Dude, How about we have a
Gemini,
DeepSeek
Claude,
RIP?
and OpenAI up top.
I think DeepSeek has gone.
DeepSeek downgrade.
Dude,
DeepSeek is
DeepSeek is
solidly mid now.
dude.
Solidly mid.
DeepSeek has gone to
Although the
the
OCR model was disgustingly good.
DeepSeek
Really?
is going. It's pretty good, yeah. But DeepSeek is going to the model in the sky, as in it's been gutted for pieces, and probably all the star people have left. I mean, dude, there's a lot of other good models, bro.
No. One of the guys that we work with, he was telling us how they're not allowed to hire from DeepSeek. So DeepSeek has this like national like pride shit where people aren't allowed to hire from them.
But they're just not working. They're just chilling, or
Yeah.
maybe closed source model.
I mean, or they're pre-training a new model. Wait a second. OpenAI hasn't pre-trained a new model in a long time, so that's what's DeepSeek to do.
That's pretty funny.
But they don't have a business model. Like they're not even trying to make money off of it. I mean, they kind of got an app, but it's like if
Jordan, you can say that
if you-
about every Chinese model.
No, at least some of them are trying, or
I
they're
have a-
Team Tencent or Team Alibaba and can like live in.
I have a question. In the same way,
Voir.
I feel like China is allergic to paying for software. This is like a long-term meme that I think is directionally true, right? They're like, oh, this software from the United States. They're like, yeah, we're just going to crack this shit. Who cares? I have a question. What do you think would make Chinese people be stoked as fuck to buy tokens? Because I feel like the answer is no. They're like, this is not real. I will not buy it. The widgets from the factory, I will purchase. These widgets of information, could care less. Jordan, as the resident expert Chinese guy, you're definitely Chinese, right? And you got to explain this to me.
Yeah, I mean, this has been the story of the past 25 years. I mean, I think it'll be the same as the thing OpenAI has to do is they have to have some ad tier, like,
They
AI
announced
agent,
it today.
like
It came out today. It came out today, bro. They have a
That's their
ChatGPT
response. We can't make a model, so we're just going to slopify our users even more.
purchasing, bro. I'm so excited. Just in time for Black Friday. Purchase all ChatGPT purchase. Slop. Thank you. My favorite shoes are this. Thank you so much.
Doug, did you
Okay.
see we updated that table from the GPT-5 article? And like the percentage changes is wild. Like I think Wayfair is like 20% of traffic or something like that now. It's from
Wait, really?
AI.
Well, okay, to be clear, we
Wow.
wanted to be
30.
okay,
30.
Dylan.
Yeah.
Dylan,
I thought about that. And
Okay,
I was just
okay,
like,
I
look,
also-
Americans, they
okay.
use these sites to buy stuff from China.
No, so it was pretty sick, right? There's this guy. I'm talking to a TSMC exec, right? I was basically there for like 7 hours. Different teams I was presenting to, but there were two different. There was a one-on-one that I had with one of these execs who reports directly to CC, right? And he's like I was presenting this deck that the whole team pulled together and was amazing. And
Wait, I thought it was
it
one-to-one
was a lot of
analyst.
ways work. But like they were all like dumbfounded about how sick it was. But then like this exec, like I had the slide deck also printed out with me and I was showing him because we weren't allowed to bring our phones in and they taped over laptop ports and everything. It was pretty cool.
Oh my God.
How security eyes they were. But like this one exec, like I was like trying to sew him shit in the deck. I was like, oh look at this, blah blah blah. He just stares at me in my eyes and I'm like, oh fuck, maybe I just talk. Okay. But what was funny is he's like, I was explaining to him the free monetization. He's like, oh, this makes a lot of sense. Sam told me AGI is next year, but this makes way more sense. And I'm like, yeah, I don't care what Sam says. This is what matters.
The internal joke is that Dylan is the second podcaster to enter the Howler Halls of TSMC to ask for 65 gigawatts of capacity. Not even the first.
Not even the first, bro.
But,
Dude, actually, I was gonna
Dylan,
say,
I'm
gonna buy
shocked
some
that
shit.
they like kind of got it or understood it because like it's so wildly different from their business model. And like TSMC historically has been so removed from the software layer,
Yeah, I was planning when I was explaining free monetization to pull my credit card out of my phone and throw it on the table and be like, Visa takes 2%. OpenAI can take more. But they took my phone. They took my phone away.
Oh my god, dude.
I mean, I thought it would
Okay.
be like a dramatic effect. It'd be like,
You need
yeah.
backup
And so free
props.
monetization, OpenAI takes 2%. Just throw my card, the metal card. It gives the little clangity clang. It would have been sick.
Dylan had to like literally tell the same presentation like 8 times though, because apparently all the teams like don't really share information with each other, so he had to do it with like 8 different teams.
Sorry, what do you mean? Oh,
Because
the TSMC
the teams
teams
were also yeah.
Well, we've literally discussed this dynamic in the accelerator model, where like this team in TSMC has this target for CoWoS, and this team is this one, and this one is this one, and like the market intelligence team is the one with the most bearish numbers on CoWoS. Like, brother.
So, while the market's freaking out about the AI bubble, semi-analysis went to TSMC and told them we need 65 gigawatts for everyone just to catch up to OpenAI today.
So Dylan's single-handedly inflating us. Thank you.
Yeah, well,
You needed
I
this
mean,
pumping, bro.
He's
He's
paving the way to the future. Look, Doug, I mandate of heaven aside, I do want to, I think semi-analysis should, toss our hat in the ring in terms of like, what is an AI business model, Because I feel like there's so much FUD out there. Like everyone's like, oh, these GPU clouds don't make money, or like, oh, these AI labs don't make money. I think we just got to change, reframe the story. It's just like CapEx, like it's CapEx versus, monetization.
My real question is, how do I fucking fight this extremely ridiculously annoying? Like, I think the thing that is blowing my mind is the obsession with useful lives. I get it, guys. They do expire after 5 years. This thing has been driving me nuts. Like, I get it. I don't think anyone who's been making any of these
I don't know,
decisions are
just
like,
link them the fucking Microsoft. What post did we ship?
I know.
Microsoft one, right?
I
Yeah,
know it's
yeah.
really good. I think it's really
Dude,
straightforward.
it's
Jordan-
actually hilarious how many people are like, I've done all these space age math, and it's like, dude, you didn't even read once. We've explained the GPU economics and useful lives like 10 times. Like, fucking just read one of those times and you'll understand what's going on. People are like,
People
no,
don't
no,
read.
no, it's only useful for 3 years because and it used to be 3 years, now it's gonna be 1 because Nvidia's releasing a new GPU every year. It's like, good fucking lord.
Yo, those same people are still shocked that Gemini was trained on a TPU cluster. Oh man, dude, that one.
The
That one
funniest
is
shit is this person freaked out on Twitter, like, oh my god, it was trained by GPUs. And then like 3 days later, they're bragging about how much they know on AI and how they saw something coming. It's like, motherfucker, you can't be serious.
Trying to purchase something on this podcast for so long and it's not working very well, bro. I really wanted to say I'm in the purchase agent, man. It's not working.
The OpenAI purchase agent.
Yeah, man.
They don't have.
Bubble
It's not-
burst.
Dude, we're not gonna
DUI
make him.
DUI lawyers, not a
My new
DUI
eval. My new
lawyer.
eval.
So over.
My new eval is once ChatGPT is able to order the custom LED sign from that one LED Chinese sign guy that says "cut the customer." That's when we've got AGI.
Dude, also, can we trademark that as semi-analysis? Because I've been meaning to trademark that
I'll
personally.
DM Chirag right now. I'll put in legal references.
Because that I just want you to know, dude, that's been mine. That's been mine since the beginning, bro. I came up with C to C, man. C to C is it's an amazing, it's a luxury strategy, bro. Dude, this shit doesn't work. Sorry, I'm like losing my mind. I just wanted to buy something on this episode.
Are we bumping him down to C tier then, Doug? Is that the conclusion?
No, dude, we're gonna
Who the fuck are we even talking about?
I'm
OpenAI,
trying to buy some
GPT
shit.
purchasing.
We're doing a negative watch, okay, bro? A negative watch. Yeah, dude. Okay, can I actually? Sorry, complete side.
Just like Rousseau.
Because I actually have been. I have been actually doing a lot of. I've been railroading. I've been reading some shit about railroads. Railroads are way crazier than AI, bro. AI has nothing on railroads, honestly. Dude, everything got invented for the fucking railroads. Did you know this shit? Like Moody's was invented to categorize railroads. The modern press invented to essentially like it became like super weaponized, and people fucking hated AP because it would like.
Who had the railroad model? Tell me who had the railroad model, Doug.
I would argue it's Moody's, bro. I would argue it's Moody's. Moody's is the one who made the railroad model. Their whole business thing is they had every single securities issuance of every single railroad, and so they'd be like, "Oh yeah, you could see the railroad bond I'm pumping to you. It's in Moody's, bro." Moody's got invented and then also modern banking got invented to pump railroads as well. Like literally, dude. Like everyone was just selling bonds.
Railroads
like,
and
no.
utilities.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Railroads and utilities.
Nah, dude. Fuck the utilities. It's all about railroads.
What do you mean?
Doug,
They came along in
150
like the
years from
No.
20s.
now, is semi-analysis going to cause a financial crisis?
Sure, hope not. But if we do,
Wait,
that'd
you
be kind
mean
of
you
sick.
mean when we post our next newsletter, right? And the stock goes down?
Yeah, dude. These heavy bags, bro. We can. Is it time to become bearish? I'm just kidding. Where is it? Dylan has a mandate from heaven never to be bearish. I was told if I'm bearish, I'll go behind the shed and I'm shot.
Wait. Hold on. I literally think our next post is going to be very bearish a company. I don't
Yeah, I
want to
know.
say
I'm
who.
Wait, which one? Are we? I'm
The
not
one
even
we were
thinking about it.
discussing in articles today.
Open
Um,
Slack.
We'll see.
you were in that thread.
This
Okay,
one?
dude. If I
Stop. Doug,
Okay.
more radio, more railroad content.
So railroads, pretty base, dude. They invented modern banking. The guy who was the most famous at it and blew up the most, literally financed the entire, financed Civil War essentially. There's this guy who was just a random dude who like started moving, hundreds of millions of dollars of bonds, and then afterward he's like, bro, I should buy some railroads. Pierpont Morgan, like essentially JPM. The rise to greatness was buying a shit ton of railroads after the collapse and like crushing them all together. The Transcontinental Railroad was AGI. That's the analysis. They're like, dude, Manifest Destiny needs to connect to the West and East Coast at any costs. When it happens, everything, all distance will collapse, bro. So that's all I got. And then by the time like they came out, they really they're like, bro, no one wants to pay for this shit. But they're like, doesn't matter. And honestly, most of the people were paying for it. And this would be true Galaxy Brain is if OpenAI does their public raise and every stock pays your monthly subscription, because that's literally how people were like buying railroad tickets across the country. They're like, yeah, I'll just use my railroad bonds. So pretty based. Also, insider trading didn't exist back then. So like all the people, and also even more based. All the
Wait.
people.
So it was just Asia.
Yeah, no. It's way
This is
worse.
exactly
way,
right. It was
no,
literally
way,
just China.
Yeah, it's
China,
literally China.
Taiwan.
No. So what happened was people who owned the railroad also owned the railroad construction company, and so you didn't make any money on the railroad. You just gave yourself.
This is just super micro. This is just super micro.
And okay, but even better, because the government decided who gave people railroad charters. So like the construction companies would just gift shares to Congress, and Congress would be like, sounds like we should build a new railroad. And this is like, so this like they're super.
Wait, how much of the capex was funded by Congress versus private?
So private was like, so in the beginning it was like all originally land sales. So like Congress would just be like, hey, I'm gonna give 50% of the land that touches this, or like, and I think at one point in time railroads owned like 20% of the land, like some ridiculous number, like 15% of the land in the United States. So you'd say, hey, I want to make a railroad from here to there. All the area around the railroad would go to the railroad company, and they would sell the land. That would help finance it, but that wasn't enough. So then they started pumping these securities, and effectively like how much securities could you pump was a direct correlation to how good your railroad was going to be. And so this is like literally, dude, they're all going to Europe and they're like, bro, please buy my American railroad bond. And they're like, we can't. I've already bought like $10 million worth. And so like the whole thing was just like trying to raise capital. But the same people who are trying to raise this capital also own the construction companies who are making like 2x they're making like awesome returns. Effectively, like I think each year everyone paid out dividends. This is boomer stuff, Like let's say you had $100, they're paying out like $200 a dividend a year, with these construction companies. So they're pretty sick. And then you just also be like,
is the OpenAI is the Nvidia $10 billion per gigawatt to OpenAI effectively a dividend?
Yeah, Galaxy Brain dividend. But I mean, dude, that's your extremely stretched analogy. But yeah, the other thing, I mean, it'd be like a dividend, but it would also be like if you paid it to Trump or something. Like it'd be
it's the simplest way to discount your product without taking a hit to your margins.
No, dude, Galaxy Brain it's OpEx, man. That's what they told us. It's OpEx.
It's like instead of taking out a COGS, you take it out.
What pisses me off is I've been telling OpenAI they should pay for the research and equity for a while, but they're gonna pay for GPUs and equity. Like, why can't I get equity for research?
Are you sure
you're willing to
take
it in kind?
Yeah.
You're willing to take in kind? Wow. At 500 billion? Doug, you
No,
forgot
I
the
mean,
other
I
thing with the
first suggested this at like 70 or whatever.
Doug, you forgot the other thing with the railroads, which was back then people didn't have financials and stuff.
Yep.
So what the railroad companies would do is they would set a dividend that had nothing to do with how much money they're making, just to fix the stock price. People would be like, "Oh, this stock is
Well,
worth 10 times
oh,
dividends," and you're like,
even
"Why is it worth
better-
10 times dividends?" It's like
And
because
they're
they're
like,
paying me
because-
a dollar dividend.
Yeah, so it's literally the OG Ponzi scheme. Another thing too is annual reports became in style because all the European investors were like, "What the fuck do I own?" So they're like, "Okay, we're gonna make an annual report." And pretty much every single annual report ended up being a fraud, and that's like the reason why the SEC exists. They're like, "Hey, you can't just make these and just like make up the numbers." Like, dude, everything like we invented modern finance on the back of railroads because we were issuing so much.
We
fucking
are
paper.
literally going back to railroads in terms of financial disclosure. OpenAI,
Wait, can you
Anthropic.
explain with regards to European investors, how much of the railroad build out was funded by non-Americans?
Well over. I don't have that number on top of me, but I would assume well over half because America was poor as fuck, man. America was like 1850s, 1860s
Dylan,
America. All the
The
capital. was
equivalent of
here.
the railroad build out is like the Chinese internet bubble, right? Like all the money in Chinese internet stocks, or like half of it was like not Chinese, right? It's all the global people looking to invest in China and invest in the China growth story. Same thing with the railroad.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. It's kind of amazing. I have this other book that I'm in the process of reading talking about like, dude, at one point like 15-20% of GDP in UK was just making railroads. Pretty incredible numbers. But we need we need
give us the
we need
titles, Doug. What's the book to start?
I'm
What's
not
our
dropping
syllabus?
my alpha on your ass, dude. No.
Engines that
for the
move
kids.
markets.
It's for the
Yeah.
kids.
Engines that move markets.
Accept the buyout offer, the reverse buyout offer, and then we can talk.
I mean, the problem is
Jordan-
it's very shitty to pretty good, and there's a lot of it. That's my vibe. Most of it, I have yet to read the definitive. I've read 2.5 books, and they kind of all suck. But Engines that Move Markets is considered the OG.
Dylan, what are the chances that OpenAI is a financial fraud?
Financial fraud? I don't think it needs to be a financial fraud for the finances to look fucking insane to anyone.
No, I mean, dude, I talked to someone today who's utterly convinced that OpenAI is overstating the revenue by 2x.
Really? That guy?
Yes, that guy.
But like the cash flow doesn't work.
That's what I kind of said to him. But then I'm also like, now that I'm listening to Doug talk about railroads, I'm like, actually, we're not really getting annual reports. You know, there's this like thing called like information rights, and most investors don't get information rights for these private companies.
Yeah, that's true. You get vibes, bro. Have you? I mean, sure. I'm sure
you
you
basically get vibes.
Dude, yeah, I was gonna say you're like lucky to get disclosures at all if your financials, and they're often non-audited. So yeah, they could be. I mean, dude, that'd be so. I mean, that. How surprised would you
Their
be?
CFO is a complete like scam company CFO.
Well, how let?
Whoa.
Well, let's.
I don't know what
start
Next
with the
Door
facts.
is. Block is like some crypto bullshit, right? I assume Block
Actually,
is some crypto
you
bullshit.
okay? Actually,
Next Door stock went down like
Next door tells you if
90%.
there's a bear in your neighborhood.
So no. Even better. No, I actually want to push back against this. She was loved at Block because she worked with Jack, and literally she was considered the only grown up in the room. This is like the OG. Block is obviously changed, but this is when it was Square, and so like literally Square had this awesome growth story, and everyone's like, why is it doing so well? Jack is smoking ayahuasca again at the office and puking, and it was like because Sarah Fry kept crushing it. Yeah, that's Dylan smoking nicotine. Jack is smoking ayahuasca. So if you think in terms of temperaments, I don't think there's a better match for Sarah Fryer and also Sam Altman, where you're just like, bro, crazy founder who's like saying shit, and she's like, okay, cool, we're gonna pull a business model out of that, and I think that's like probably the best match. But Nextdoor did go down 90%, so
Yeah, Nextdoor was disaster. But you see that a lot with these CFOs that want to take a shot at CEO and then they
have you ever actually heard of the phrase called glass ceiling? This is pretty good. Pretty much, essentially, no one gets the offer for the big job unless if it's like totally fucked. And so they're like, dude, we got to hire the CEO. And they're like, let's hire a woman. And then like it usually implodes. It's
Wait, that's what the glass. I thought the glass ceiling was like, they make less money than dudes.
well, no, sorry. The glass ceiling in the specifically related to equity promotions. A good example you could argue is Lisa Su, because like the company was going bankrupt. Like literally,
That's a good point.
Do you see what
They
I'm
do
saying?
bring,
Like,
yeah.
they like
No, that happened with Mattel as well. Doug,
The
it happened with
HPE
Mattel.
lady that ran for president, that lady too.
Meg did a good job. No, Meg did a good job, and then
But
she exited.
but the company
right
was
after
pretty
Mattel.
shit, no? When she
Dude,
came
but
in.
it's
No.
yeah.
If you bought that stock and you exited
Right.
when
So,
she
hey,
did,
Lisa
you did
did
really
a great
well.
job too, but the company was shit at the moment.
Yes, because
That's
no
true.
one.
That's true. She was
literally
brought in when it was shit. Yeah.
Yeah, they literally bring them in when it's like, holy shit, this thing's about to go bankrupt, and they're like, well, who wants the job? And they're like, it's time. So you get these like weird situations where like
IBM,
that's a good example.
Ginny Rometty.
No one wanted, dude. IBM was
No
still.
one
I mean,
wanted-
that's
Buffett wanted it. Buffett
ironically,
wanted it so
actually,
bad.
it's doing
They're up
kind of
like
well.
50% this year, something insane.
No, but this is a while ago.
This is
You know,
before.
this almost happened in 2016 with America, but then thankfully Trump saved America. I'm kidding. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. I'm kidding.
Dude, no, you could have argued she would have pulled it. She would have pulled it
Dear
together,
slop
right?
sons and slop daughters, he is not kidding.
Dear slop sons and slop
kidding.
daughters. He's very serious.
I'm kidding. The whole point of transistor radio is I just say
Margaret Taylor
whatever.
Greene, 2028. Mark your words, Dylan.
Dude, wait, can we talk about this Mamdani thing? I don't follow politics, but this is fucking hilarious. Did you guys see the video? They're like, so Mamdani, do you think Trump is a fascist? He's like, well, I've said some words, and then Trump's like, no, don't worry.
No,
You
it's
can tell him
okay.
that I am.
Dude, that's so good.
Can I tell you something way funnier, dude? Did you see him wearing the redneck sweater with the jacket today? And that is literally Mom Donnie wore it like yesterday. Like essentially he meets Mom Donnie. Mom Donnie's wearing the redneck sweater and the jacket, and then Trump's wearing it today. And you're like,
Sans culotte shit. It's like you know, 1789 in France.
Yeah.
Trump's on the barricades.
Wait, hold on. I just searched it, and on Google Images it shows an image of him and then Mamdani. But the Mamdani one has him standing in front of a sign that says "Biden, you are starving Gaza." I guess Mamdani is also like kowtowing.
I think the reason why they love each other is horseshoe theory is real. I actually saw this really based like this reel where it's like MAGA for Mamdani. I was like, holy crap, dude, just amazing. And he's like, yeah, I love Mamdani. I love people. The righties, they don't know what the fuck to do with him. They don't know what to do with him. He's just like Trump. They fucking hate him. There's no answers for them. And I just love that energy. Just watching them get mad. I was like, holy shit. But it was beautiful. It was like the true representation of horseshoe theory. It was like the same guy is like in the both. It's like, it's been like, dude.
Trumpers too, right? Because there's a significant number of them.
Yeah, 100%. Dude,
I love the quote that was like, we both agree housing is too bad, and we both agree that all the policies suck. Now we have different methods, but we both agree on build more housing. I'm like, all right, I can get behind that. Let's demolish an entire block and then build like a fucking 70-store building where half the rooms don't have windows, and just like rent is dirt cheap. It's just rebar concrete. That's it. Amazing.
Have you heard of? Did you hear about the Charlie Munger dorms?
USA.
Have you heard about the Charlie Munger?
No, I want Soviet blocks. I want like Soviet fucking blocks.
They're just
semi-analysis North Korea housing.
We're gonna be the anchor investor, bro.
We're the anchor tenant. All new hires.
How much depreciation can I get off of this? Hold on, guys.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ.
I'm about to be the proud owner of 3 motels, my friends. Owner and operator.
Dylan, wouldn't GB200 racks be more on brand, and you can depreciate them over 1 year because that's how long they last?
Yeah, guess what the risk on a GB200 is versus a motel.
Say it! Don't say it! Don't say it!
Actually, cannot collateralize my GB200s and take a loan on them and do whatever I want. Whereas I can do that with motels.
It's in his blood, dude. He can't resist it.
Family business.
Can't
also,
resist
I
it, bro.
convinced my brother to quit his job as a doctor so he can do and work with me. So.
Jesus Christ! I didn't realize he was a doctor.
Yeah.
Dang. Well, dude,
He'll make more money. He'll make more money. He'll put his talents to use. Imagine me, but like wholly operations focused. Like that's my brother.
I don't think I can imagine
not
it.
insane. Not insane. But like
Dylan, Dylan, I actually would really like to meet your brother. Like, this is something I've really wanted to. I want to meet your family. I think I've met your like, I've like FaceTime your mom and your dad. They seem normal people. I'm really interested in your brother because it's like it's a 1-to-1 petri dish.
Yeah.
It should be in
Older or
theory
younger?
all the older.
Dylan's got to
and
be the younger
all-
brother, right?
Dylan's
He's gotta
the
be
younger brother. and it's like everything else, every other aspect and variable.
Jordan, your bio
is how-
offer went from -300 to -400 because you didn't know that personal detail.
all of these things are perfect petri dish of one another, and it's just like, bro, I want to see all the branches. I want to see how the ablations. How did Dylan become Dylan Patel? Just saying, because your brother seems extremely normal, like incredibly normal.
I mean, he's got all the hair. He's like 2-3 inches taller than me. He's like your height, I guess. He's strong. He's got the physique. I mean, I'm pretty built, you know. I don't know, man. Look at me, like I'm pretty built, you know. I've been hitting the gym. This year I've lost 11 pounds of fat and I gained 8.5 pounds of muscle. Or no, other way around. 8.5 pounds of fat lost, 11 pounds of muscle. Anyways, my brother, I have to tell everyone, you know. But my brother is very street smart. I think I'm very street smart too, but we're in such different ways. Like, it's like, I'm sure sometimes I ask a question, you guys go, "Are you retarded, Dylan?" It's like, yeah, I am retarded. And then like, he's just like base level, like everything in life, he's just really good at. Like, he's really good at everything. Whereas like I'm more spiky, right?
All right. 6 months in, we'll get the Transistor Radio Dylan Patel brother report. He'll give us the readout.
We should just get him to come on.
Yeah, next show.
That's good.
Why did you make this the most important decision of your life? What brought you to this moment? Of joining this podcast. Was he a slop son?
No, he's
hope
just not a
not.
slop son.
Yeah, he's a better dude. If he was a slop son, my view in his eyes would really like decline. I'd be like, "Is this what you do with your time, bro?"
He's listened to some of the real podcasts because like a bunch of people in our life that are like discovering that I'm not like some fucking retard that like knew me in college or like thought I was just a retard.
Are rediscovering that you're
like-
just a retard?
No, they see me on like Lex or like Dwarkash or like the Satya interview, right? Like or like Invest Like the Best, and they're like, "Holy fuck!"
What's the weirdest experience
Anyways.
of that? Because I've had that a few times too, where they're like, "Wait, what
There was a guy in our rival frat who we did not like. And like we would like get into fistfights with the rival frat. It was like pretty fun. He starts texting me, like telling me about his AI management consulting company, and I'm like, cool, dude. I'm happy we buried the hatchet. This is sick. But he's like glazing the fuck out of me. Whereas like I know he badmouthed me before, which is like like 2 girls. He would like badmouth me, like, and then tell me, and then it'd be like,
he's giving you different fists, man. This time it's a glazing fist, bro. Last one was throwing fist. This one's a glazed fist, bro.
no, this would be like frat v frat, like after going out. It happened like twice. We like just like start swinging at each
Fuck, dude. Okay, well,
SCC.
Speaking of Invest Like the Best, Ari Emanuel pitched a America versus China robot UFC battle.
are we gonna lose? Are we just gonna
China
lose?
wins.
We'd get
China
embarrassed.
Because it's like
Wait,
40
wait.
40 v 2.
Chinese bots with Chinese models and American bots with American models.
No,
But
I
they
think
can distill them. I don't know.
They're not open. They're not open. I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I think I
feel
might
like-
take America then, because then it's like, you know, it's like this big fat fuck versus like this nimble like. Except it's not. Except the American robot is fat, and it just like dodges-
Butterbean versus
like it sees the actuators like pulling back like this, and it immediately goes, and then the Chinese robot goes missed, and then it goes uppercut. I don't know.
yeah, dude. I don't know. I feel like the real one who would win is the Indian teleoperator. That's the real.
Indian people
Random.
cannot fight. Indian people cannot fight.
Well, dude, I'm mostly joking about how you heard the Tesla Optimus event? They were all like teleoperated.
That's every robot demo is teleop. Every robot demo is teleop.
So how do we
There's
know?
no others-
How do we know these these Chinese versus US isn't just the best of the best behind the scenes, huh?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
Maybe
can
we put him in a
just get
Faraday
Nate
cage.
Diaz to like punch or do our robot punches? Is that this?
Yeah,
is
guys.
And the
all that
Chinese
what-
bot. So Unitree has almost no American chips in it. And so if it's American, it's a Chinese bot with Chinese chips versus an American bot with an NVIDIA Orin on it, the compute will let us run a better model. So like,
Okay. I'm feeling better. I was worried about that.
no, we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose.
We're gonna lose.
Unless we get
take us
AGI.
out.
Unless we get AGI, which is why it's our God-given fucking thing to continue to inflate the bubble and say anything and everything possible to keep the bubble growing, so that we continue to fund it and we do maybe get AGI. Because if it pops before we get there, we're fucked. China wins.
Well, man, you need
Seems
to get
about
these
right.
credits. You need to get these credit spreads down, bro. You get these credit spreads down.
Okay, Doug, give me a roadshow with all the credit investors. We're gonna fucking AGI pill them.
Dude, you don't need to get a roadshow
don't-
to credit investors.
You don't need to do a roadshow to credit investors,
Yeah, that's-
man. That's not a waste. That's a
No,
really
no,
bad
I
use
actually
here.
think that's how we get Cluster Max in there.
Yeah, but we're doing this a totally different way, dude. Read the Slack. I have a plan. I have a plan, bro. You gotta read. You gotta trust the plan. DDTL to semi-analysis cluster max is Ouroboros. That's the plan. We'll see. It'd be pretty sick, dude. How's your
What?
foot, man?
Fucked.
I think
Okay,
we're gonna
okay.
call it here.
Okay. Good night. Good night, Slop Sons and Slop Daughters. I hope when you're listening to this, you think of us fondly. Imagine us smiling and you have a great night. Imagine your AI generated content saying, "Ooh, good night. You're such a good little Slop Son and Slop Daughter." So, anyways, that's it for today.
Fuck.
Good night, folks.
Moody's man came down from New York City. He said these bonds are safe as mother's milk. They're selling dreams of steel connecting oceans, while the construction crews wore shirts of silk. Congress gave them land from sea to shining sea, 15% of everything we claim. European banks threw cash across the water for promises that no one ever named. It's the same old song, just a different machine. First it was rail, now it's silicone dreams. Manifest destiny, IGI gleam. Build it and they'll come, or so it would seem. J.P. Morgan watched the whole thing tumble, bought the ruins for a penny on the gold. Construction boys had already cashed out, their dividends were 24. They printed annual reports by the wagon load, every single one a work of fiction. No CHT to check the numbers, just the pure intoxication of the friction. It's the same old song, just a different machine. From steam engine hustle to large language scheme, the bubble don't change, just the color of green. The insiders win, while the masses just dream. Now open eyes building their Continental. Nvidia selling picks to every claim. Moody's still rating bonds by the truckload. And the construction crew still wears shirts of silk just the same.